like me in your early 20s and unemployed, you must also have an urge to get a job. But the current times are hard, like very hard, very, very hard. So it's probably like you're applying to tens or hundreds of jobs per month and can get a call back. If you get a call back, you get rejected after the interviews, or if you actually pass the interview, now you hate your job and you want to quit. Run away in the woods where your boss will never find you and will leave you alone for not finishing your Excel or PowerPoint, whatever. I'm born unemployed, so I don't know. First, the most annoying thing these companies do is ghosting. Like, if I have took my time to apply for a freaking job in your company, at least send me an auto-generated AI rejection or something. At least reject me properly. Like, why are you behaving like my situationship leaving me hanging? HRs be saying, why you guys say we don't do anything? Cause you guys don't. You guys don't even read the resume sent to you, cause now we have ATS, Application Tracking System, whatever it is called. If you don't have the same pointers in your resume which were fed into the ATS, no matter how good your resume is, you ain't getting a call back, buddy. What else do HR do? Go on a date with their CEOs? My apologies, but you guys need to give people leaves rather than giving them shitty pizza parties when they don't even get a whole freaking piece. And can anyone tell me why is it so hard to get an entry-level job? Why do I need 1 to 2 years of experience for an internship? It's like they're saying now, if you don't have 2 masters, 3 PhDs, and 5 years of experience, forget surviving in this world. Do you know how low are they paying people? Yesterday, I got a job offer more like an internship call. They were offering me 10,000 rupees. It's just $116 per month. Do you want to know how minimum they give you here? Starting for a job, it's 20,000 rupees. That's for a proper job, which is $232. So people here are earning 2,784 dollars per year. Now you know where your cheap labor is coming from. It's not just our problem, but it's also yours, because big companies of the West lay off you so that a low wage worker from India can do it for them for cheap. Because they don't want to give you all the benefits, insurance, and extra cost to the company when they can just outsource their work. I know businesses are allowed to maximize their profits, but they aren't even using it for any good. As per this data, the wage difference between a normal employee and a CEO was 265 is to 1 in USA in 2018 and 229 is to 1 in India, and currently some companies' CEOs are earning 192 times more than the average employees. And some companies like Starbucks have reported the ratio being 1000 is to 1. Isn't this just diabolical? Where is all this money going? Oh yeah, renting a whole city which is already suffering from over tourism and rising sea levels for your wedding, so you can wave at peasants in their own country when you are the visitor. These people use freaking private jets for every guest. They give lectures on saving green energy. You know, we should take buses and trains so that these CEOs and their celebrity friends can fly in private jets and burn the planet away. They don't give a shit because they even have their own space agencies so that they can make a quick escape to another planet as soon as this one blows up. And yeah, that was a weird tangent, but they can totally afford raising wages, but they actively choose not to. And you know what is even more funny? For this peanut salary, people have to travel 2 to 4 hours to commute in congested trains and buses just so they can get abused by their bosses and then get a heart attack due to stress and overwork. Yeah, an EY employee died due to overwork and she just joined months before the incident. And these people, these monsters, none of them even came to her funeral. When confronted, they just shrugged it off by saying, "Meh, we give everyone this much work, she had skill issues." So they are openly admitting to exploiting their workers without any shame. And you know what? Indian managers are so bad, like bad. As I said, I am unemployed. I haven't encountered these creatures in the office settings. But one of my guest professors in college who taught us something about business, he was in fact a manager who worked in US shifts, so he had time to teach in the morning. And mind you, when I tell you this guy, I haven't seen a more unlikable person than this man in my whole 20 years of life. This person actively decides to be a jerk to every student. So I can just imagine how he must be managing his team. Yeah, enough about managers. Do you know what new gimmick these companies take on so that to show that they are actively hiring when they are not? If you're wondering why you haven't got a call back even after going through 5 rounds of interview, then my child, please stop hoping, because apparently they are just fake. Now you'll say, how is it fake? I went to the actual office. By fake, I mean they themselves are posting vacancies which are not vacant. Apparently, by showing they are actively hiring or interviewing people for jobs, they get some kind of benefits from the government or maybe tax cuts. So if you're wondering why the job posting you saw months ago is still up and accepting interviews, you know why. And you know what? This scam is nothing. You know a bigger one? The scam of the dream job. Yeah, the job which will get you your first apartment, car, etc., which will give you a sense of fulfillment, but at the end of the day, dream job doesn't exist. Because making money might be easy for CEOs and executives, but for low wage workers, it's hard to climb that ladder. To be honest, it's like these people just went up there and burned the fucking ladder. If you think these people became millionaires just through hard work, they had many resources you might never have. They sure were dropouts, but they were from Ivy League schools or had rich parents who can help with the investments or have good connections. They could get these dream jobs through vision, resources, and connections, which can never be the same for us. You'll say, oh, but my dream job is to be a singer or an actor. Like, listen, little bean, once the word job is attached to it, it becomes monotonous, unexciting, and repetitive, because in this sense, the product is you yourself. At one point, even your dream job will also feel like a burden on your shoulders. So yeah, it simply ends up with making money, and capitalism is a monster which consumes everything, everyone all at once. So don't beat yourself over not getting a job, cause no one can in this shitty economy. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section, and like this video if you heard me rant till now. Please subscribe, please. Because even I don't want to do a 9 to 5 and waste half of my life in traffic and trains. So it's a goodbye from your fellow peasant till I post the next video. Bye bye.